Because what we have here is a good concept that was not planned properly and is now being implemented badly. That is where we are. And Mr. Speaker, we are in a situation where the how is failing the why. The why is good, but the how is bad. So that is where our problem is. I cannot believe, Mr. Speaker, that in the ministry, the professionals that are there did not give an input. I suspect that professionals probably were ignored. Mr. Speaker, professionals study how the world is created. If you are a Christian by God, if you are an atheist by nature, they are literally the messengers of God. Do not ignore them, even if they are powerless. Mr. Speaker, the ministry as a whole had 5 major policy changes which are clashing within a very short period of time. Mr. Speaker, we had 100% transition. We had localization, which then became delocalization. We changed the teacher training policy from certificate to diploma. The result, many teacher training colleges are almost empty. So these are issues of planning, not the issue of concept. Mr. Speaker, we have the problem of funding of the universities. So all these 5 policies were so major, they needed very meticulous planning. And then the CBC, I said that is a good concept. But where are the areas where planning failed us? Human resource. One teacher cannot teach 12 areas. It's not possible. And so we needed to look at that. Infrastructure, we needed classrooms, we needed workshops or labs, whatever we call them. We even started by building classrooms in secondary schools and then turn around and say now there is, that is a problem of planning, not concept. Mr. Speaker, in terms of parents, we didn't prepare the parents. Very few parents thought that when their children are moving from standard 6 to standard 7, they are going to spend 15,000 shillings. They were shocked. And that is a problem that we must look at. Even the pupils themselves were not prepared. That some of them are now going to walk long distances because of the principle of the way we put the schools out, or the way we plan them out. So it is a question of poor preparation. Mr. Speaker, I know we can achieve this, we need to. And the way forward, many of my colleagues have said, in infrastructure, let's go back and just plan. I can predict something. In 10 years' time, all schools will actually start from grade 1 up to university, because you have no way. All schools have to have junior secondary. You are not going to have children walking 11 kilometers at this stage. So we're all going to have them. And when the exam will be university entrance. So all of them will be like what happened in 1962 when the common entrance examination was removed. All people moved from standard 1 to standard 8, and the concept of primary schools then and intermediate schools then disappeared, and we had primary schools. So I think that is the way we are going to. So the way forward, let's plan the infrastructure, let's face it out, let's finance this. And the teachers, Mr. Speaker, let's retool. These are kids in actually real primary schools. The teachers were teaching them. Some of them are competent, retool them. There are teachers with diploma in these primary schools, and even the graduate teachers. Redesignate them and let them go and teach. In short, Mr. Speaker, let us relook at this thing, either plan it or stop it, or we are going to destroy a whole generation of students. But it's something we must go forward with, but plan it properly and save our children. We don't want one generation of children who say, we lost out.
Very well, your time is up, and good contribution. Honorable Professor Phyllis Bato.